What is up, guys? How's everybody out there doing today? We'll start off by saying happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. And in this video, we'll be going over... what are we going over? Well, you know what? You'll figure it out. I think it's, let's see. I think we might be diagnosing some hesitation issues, actually. So yeah, that's what we'll be going over in this video. But first, I actually want to show you guys something. So this might sound a little bit weird, but as a mechanic, you sometimes got to do really high torque on bolts, like instance the pitman arm for your steering, if it isn't rack steering, I mean. Yeah, the pitman arm has to be torqued to, I think, 350 foot-pounds, and that is a lot. Sometimes you won't even be able to get that with your hands because of where the pitman arm is located and all that. But anyway, you want to try to get it as tight as you can. You don't want that thing coming loose, because then you won't have steering, and then that could be very bad. But anyway, kind of what I'm leading to here is I like to work out, not just so that I can put better torque on a bolt when I need to, but just because as a lifestyle choice, I like to go to the gym and, you know, get a pump in. But anyway, I'm actually using this new pre-workout and post-workout right now is all I have. But it is by fnxfit, fnxfit. You know, kind of abbreviated to sound like Phoenix. And this is what I'm using right here, if I don't drop it. So it is Recharge Plus. It's a high intensity workout, or pre-workout, and then let me, so yeah, there you go. Look at that. High intensity pre-workout, Recharge Plus. And this is the Hawaiian Blast flavor. This is really good. I like the flavor of this. This is like really impressive. At least I think so. And here's a supplement list. As you can see, if the GoPro would focus, it doesn't want to. Oh God. Okay, well, supplement list. Okay, right. So this right here is actually pre-workout that I was planning on going to the gym one day, but didn't realize that they closed early. So I put it in my blender bottle already, and I was going to fill it up with water when I got to the gym. Well, of course, I got to the gym, they were closed, so I just had pre-workout sitting in this cup for like, I don't know, day and a half, because I forgot to take it out. Well, I just threw some water in there, and it completely dissolved all the pre-workout. Like, it is a good product. It doesn't clump up like some of the other supplements and stuff like that, which I really like. And then this is a muscle recovery BCCA or BCAA, which is branched chain amino acid, and that helps out a lot. And I'm actually gonna plan on getting some creatine and super greens and a whey protein here soon. And right now, for the Black Friday, they have a 50% off if you apply a coupon. So that's pretty cool. But luckily, if you don't see this today or tomorrow, you can actually use my code that I have, which will give you 15% off site-wide on your total order. And I think right now they're doing like free shipping on orders over $150, which, if you guys don't know, workout supplements are pretty expensive, so it isn't that hard to get to the $150 mark. But trust me when I say it, it's worth it. It is really worth it. I 100% back their supplements, and also a reason that I 100% back their supplements is every order received, they send out a gallon of water to a country in need of it. So that's pretty badass. And as you know, if something's badass, then I'm going to know about it, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. But whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there in the beginning of this video. I'm going to throw the link to fnxfit and also give you my code. That's going to be down in the description. So be sure to go check them out. And if you find something you want, go ahead. You get 15% off. I mean, hey, 15% off is better than 0% off. Am I right? All right, let's get to the video. Good morning, everyone. So, it is a Friday right now, and I'm a little bit tired, a little bit sore, and I'll tell you why. So I went to replace my front pads because I noticed that the indicators were going off. And, well, let me just show you what's on the bed of my truck right now. 2 calipers and 2 rotors. It's not that one that's super messed up, but still you can see, look at all that scarring. Really bad. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Yesterday, I had to replace 2 pads. 2 sets of pads, I mean, which I already knew I was getting into. And 2 rotors and 2 calipers. Because both the driver and passenger were seized. And I'll show you how I know. So, these 2 pads right here, they still have some sauce on there, right? Not even close to the indicator. These both were on the outsides of the driver and passenger side brakes. So, yeah, my calipers were seized, and, well, the calipers are still in there. And how I know they're seized is because I tried to compress the pistons back in to get the fluid back into the reservoir, and them guys did not want to move at all. Like, when I tell you, I tried it with my hands, so that wasn't going to work at all. Then I got clamps. I got 2 clamps on each piston because they're dual piston on the front. I tried to compress them. Didn't budge. Like, all of my force going into this clamp did not budge at all. So yeah, there's still about, I would say, a quarter of the reservoir worth of brake fluid inside of those calipers right now because I could not get them out. So that's fun. Spent about 3 hours on that yesterday. Didn't want to really record because I wanted to get it done before night because I was doing that outside. But yeah, that was a fun process. So, since I already went and spent like 300 some bucks doing that, I also got a Performance K&N fuel filter because I haven't replaced fuel filter on this truck in a while, and it's got this hesitation that I'm trying to figure out. And it might be injectors, it might be fuel filter, it might be fuel pump, I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're doing now. Is hey, cool quarter air intake, bro. Yeah, that's what we're doing now. Is the fuel filter. To start off with, you gotta look at your good old fuse box and F pump. That bad boy right there, which is that bad boy right there. Take this out. There we go, got it. So you take that out, and you want to get all of the fuel out of the system, so that when you go to change this, you're not spraying fuel all over the place. And obviously, just to do that, I need to get the keys out of my pocket. You just let the engine crank over a few times. And let all the fuel be pulled from the filter up into the engine and burn in the cylinders because it won't start. Okay, so that's done. Now we can help depressurize the tank a little bit. Just a little bit. Do it once more. Make sure we're nice and primed out. Alright, that's probably good. And then obviously disconnect the negative, because it's important that you don't get shocked. So fun stuff. Let's get going. Okay, so now I'm under the truck, and I'm right by the fuel filter now. This bad boy right here. Obviously, transfer case right there, drive shaft, fuel tank. So, it's right under the driver's side, right behind the torsion bar, bracket, cross member, whatever you want to call it. And, of course, I didn't bring any metric wrenches with me, because I'm just a genius. So, vice grip, and then you're going to want to get on this side too, so that the fuel filter doesn't want to spin. And you're just going to break this loose. It's a little spin nut that goes on into here. And yeah, once you get both sides disconnected, there might be a little bit of fuel that comes out, just because, you know, it's not a perfect system. I mean, it's a fuel filter, and so there's going to be fuel still in these lines a little bit. But since you deprimed the engine, I guess, for fuel, starved the engine for fuel, there shouldn't be a whole lot of fuel in these lines. You can just break these loose, pop this bad boy out with this clip right here, and reverse the process. Throw the new one in, and good to go. Obviously, put your fuel pump fuse back in, so pumps fuel up, gets all the fuel back into the engine, and you're good to go. So let's get going on it. Okay guys, so obviously I have the new filter in now, and this part is very important. So it has a flow option on it. Look at that, if you can see it. It says flow on it, and the arrow points that way. Obviously you want that to be pointing that way, because fuel here, fuel pump is like in this area right here, and fuel gets pushed to the engine that way. So you got to make sure that the flow is going the correct way. It may look like it's upside down, but you just got to follow that arrow and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to tighten this back up, throw in my fuse again, and get the truck back on. Make sure that I can get the fuel up into the engine still. So basically making sure that this fuel filter isn't just already bad. I mean, it's a new filter, but there's always the chance. So okay, so fuse back in. There we go. Negative back on. Whoa now, whoa now. Hey, calm down, calm down, calm down. Get my wrench. Oh God, where'd I put it? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh God. Stand by. Found it. Battery cable back on. Okay. Make sure the truck starts. It would suck if it didn't. Get my keys again. There we go. So that means that I did it right. Good shit. yeah, so this is kind of a short video, but oh well, it needed to be done, so I decided to catch you guys up a little bit and show you guys a thing or two. Since, I mean, fuel filter, it's not that hard, but sometimes it gets confusing if you don't know what you're doing. So if I show you what you're doing, then it's gonna be easier to know. All right, well, I'm gonna go drive around, see if the hesitation goes away, and I will let you guys know, probably in a little bit of video clips, if it did. Well, if it did or didn't. If it didn't, then it's probably injectors, which is a whole nother thing, and it is very expensive, and I don't want to have to do it. So let's hope this fixed it, because again, I did take a while to actually replace it. So it's a pretty old one. I mean, as it gets old, it's an old one. So we'll see. We will see. Don't mind me just cleaning up my bag. Oh. Also, if you didn't know, and if you're type 1, and you use the Dexcom G6, don't get fuel on these things. Because apparently it's really good at taking off the adhesive. Because this was on my arm about 30 minutes ago. So fun stuff. Just a little piece of advice. It's not that big of a deal. I just have to call Dexcom and say, hey, my sensor fell off. Can you send me a replacement one? And they usually will. But anyway, see you guys in a little bit. Oh, it is humid today. Okay, so don't mind the AC unit. Replacing the fuel filter did not work. I mean, I guess it helped a little bit, but it didn't get rid of all the hesitation and all of that. So, I have some fuel injector cleaner. I just got a new tank of gas, and I'm gonna put one of these bottles in. You only do one bottle per tank. I think it's like 25 gallons per one bottle, which I have a 26-gallon tank. It's close enough. So I'll throw one of these in, keep the other one in my door, and hopefully, parked kind of close today. Oopsies. Hopefully, it'll help clean it up a bit, and also hopefully, it'll clean it up and I don't have to replace injectors. So, hope for the best as always. Get that and go straight in. Yeah, drink her up, drink her up. Oh yeah. Make sure we just get all that in there. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I'll bring that empty bottle and refill it with the bigger bottle that I have in my room. Keep the full one in here. And see where it goes. See what happens with it. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy. Squeeze. Okay. There we go. Did I lock my truck? No, I didn't. That's kind of stupid. Alright. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know.